A 40-meter unmanned vessel glides silently across the Pacific, tracking submarines for months without a crew on board. It's American and its name is the Sea Hunter, and its target is the undersea advantage China has spent decades building. So what makes this vessel different? The Sea Hunter operates autonomously for up to 70 days, covering over 10,000 nautical miles per deployment, using a suite of sonar and radar sensors to detect, classify, and trail submarines at ranges that previously required entire carrier strike groups or manned patrols. It can operate in contested waters beyond the first and second island chains without risking American lives. But why does this matter now, and why are we looking into this at this moment? Well, the South China Sea is a chessboard of reefs, shipping lanes, and submarine bastions, and China's People's Liberation Army Navy has invested heavily in quiet diesel, electric, and nuclear submarines, leveraging the complex bathymetry and dense maritime traffic to mask their movements. By 2025, the plan is projected to field over 70 submarines, many home-ported at bases like Yulin and Hainan Islands, which is within striking range of Taiwan and the US naval routes. Meanwhile, traditional anti-submarine warfare platforms like the P-8 Poseidon aircraft, destroyers, and attack submarines are very expensive. They're also limited in endurance and vulnerable to anti-access area denial like the A2 and AD systems. Now, the Sea Hunter, with its low profile and autonomous navigation, can loiter for weeks with the US and allied forces through secure satellite links. So put differently, the Sea Hunter changes the calculus dramatically. Can shadow a Chinese submarine as it leaves port, track it through choke points like the Luzon Strait, and hand off the targeting data to other assets in the region. Is that its operating cost is a fraction of a manned destroyer, which is less than $20,000 per day compared to over $700,000. So this enables persistent coverage of vast ocean areas without straining the US Navy's budget or manpower. So how does this affect the Chinese strategy? The plan, which is short for People's Liberation Army's Navy, their undersea fleet relies on stealth and ambiguity to threaten US carriers and regional shipping lanes. And now with the Sea Hunter's persistent surveillance, the window for undetected movement narrows a lot. Because submarines forced to evade detection must now operate more conservatively, reducing their operational tempo and increasing the risk of exposure. But with that being said, the Sea Hunter is not really invulnerable. Its sensors can be degraded by sophisticated countermeasures, and its communication links are potential targets for electronic warfare. However, its expendability, which is no crew and low cost, means the loss of a single vessel does not really alter the broader surveillance network. Because multiple Sea Hunters can be deployed simultaneously, saturating key transit routes and complicating Chinese attempts at deception or breakout. So by any measure, this unmanned platform multiplies the reach of US ASW forces. It frees up manned assets for high-risk missions, extends sensor coverage deep into the Western Pacific, and provides a credible deterrent against submarine incursions. So the presence of Sea Hunter in the Philippine Sea or near the Paracel Islands signals to Beijing that its submarines are being watched and tracked, and potentially targeted at every stage of their patrols. Now, if we zoom out, this is not a moral judgment, it's an analysis of incentives and logistics. The US Navy's adoption of autonomous surface vessels like the Sea Hunter shifts the balance power beneath the waves, and it forces China to invest in new countermeasures, which is rethinking patrol patterns and allocating more resources to protecting its undersea assets. Now, the political effect is immediate, and we can see it happening, because allies in the region like Japan, Australia, and the Philippines see tangible proof of US commitment to maritime security. And the Sea Hunter's deployments reassures partners that the US can monitor and, if necessary, counter Chinese submarine activity without escalating to direct confrontation. In the long run, the proliferation of unmanned ASW platforms could trigger an undersea arms race, where both sides developing quieter submarines, smarter drones, and more resilient communications. But for now, the Sea Hunter is tilting the map, and the Pacific is no longer a sanctuary for stealth. Because for every Chinese submarine that slips beneath the surface, there's now a tireless American machine awaiting, listening, and relaying its position. So if you like this kind of content, do me a favor, like and subscribe for more, and also leave your comments in the comment section below.